70s, the Kawasaki Z1 was the bicycle to have. Setting 46 AMA and FIM speed records in 1973, the 903cc Superbike was nicknamed the New York Steak since it was essentially the greatest and the best. Presently Kawasaki is bringing the legacy of the Z line back with 70s shading plans and more great, upright styling combined with current suspension, motor, and case segments. While the styling and motor adjustments all appear to make the bicycle more agreeable, a higher value point, diminishing control, and unexpected, switchy throttle reaction made these riders asking what it is they truly need out of this bicycle. The Z900RS's appearance is spotless, basic and alluring. The motor has little differentiation slight balances to give it a greater amount of an air-cooled look, however it is fluid-cooled, and Z1 beams on the grass cover and different parts pay reverence to the exemplary model. Clean stainless fumes are a suitably vintage search for this bicycle, and a short upswept suppressor is then fine to take a gander at. Also the sound when that 948cc inline 4 breezes up. Clearly a considerable measure of absolute entirety went into outlining this bicycle, and the individuals who took every necessary step truly do have a remark glad for. The name Z900RS may persuade this bicycle has more in the same manner as the Z900 than it truly does. This model has its own particular edge, effortlessly recognized by the more even subframe and complement situate. Less effortlessly recognized changes are the more casual 25.4-degree rake versus 24.5 at the Z900, shorter 3.5-inch trail versus 4.1, and longer 58.1-inch wheelbase, an inch longer. Shorter trail makes directing lighter, while the more extendable base helps security. Different changes were adjusted motor internals, and additionally overhauled suspension and braking. The objective was to make a bicycle that would enable riders to back off and appreciate the straightforward things throughout everyday life while additionally keeping up a limit with respect to forceful riding. Nonetheless, trying to stress low to mid-range torque, Kawasaki exchanged the smooth throttling of the Z900 for a staggering, skittish throttle that decreases rider certainty and made it troublesome for me to unwind and appreciate the straightforward things while white-knuckling the handlebars and endeavoring to get control over. The 948cc motor was adjusted to give all the more low-end energy to riders who may experience considerable difficulties using the best and strength of the Z900. Not surprisingly, boosting base end takes some off the best, asserted pinnacle yield dropping from 125 horsepower down to a 111. A short first trigging and Teller 6 apparatus give you an energetic inclination off the line yet in addition agreeable, bring down RPM cruising at road speeds. New cam profiles with shorter emission and fumes term hope to manufacture more power bring down in the rev range, and pressure was lessened from 11.8 to 1 to 10.8 to 1. Crankshaft flywheel mass has been expanded by 12% to help smooth vibration. While the greater part of this appears like it would smooth things out a bit, amid true application the throttle felt more like an on-off switch than a smooth rheostat, and upshifting to drop revs and quiet down the sudden reaction left me needing for considerably more low end to work when I required it. While cruising around town, the three-way movable 41mm fork and two-way customizable horizontal backlink raised suspension felt extraordinary. Little knacks vanished, and it was sufficiently delicate for expressway cruising, however got somewhat springy on the off chance that you hit something besides smooth street in the turns. We didn't change the damping on our short ride, however anticipate getting a test bicycle to explore different avenues regarding suspension setting. That bouncy feeling combined with the excessively forceful throttle made it difficult to ride forcefully and unhesitatingly, as it felt conflicting and erratic. While I had at first faulted the throttle reaction for the low to mid-range to work increment, it's more probable a consequence of Euro 4 consistence. With the specific end goal to diminish discharges, they delineate bicycle for next to no fuel out of gear, making the roll on the throttle rather unexpected. I have contacted Kawasaki's reps for a more exhaustive clarification and will refresh the story with the reaction. double semi-coasting 300mm front pedal plate brakes with 4-cylinder monoblock calipers give great seizing force and incredible feel at the lever. The single 250mm back with its single-cylinder stick slide caliper has a lot of nibble also and applies easily and effectively. Extremely, the best thing about the brakes is that they are lively, fit the character of the bicycle and won't abandon you needing for additional. While Kawasaki calls this bicycle retro, it's significantly more than that. Indeed, you have a return paint quad on that notorious tail section, however the Z900RS is a totally present-day buy. Conversing with Mike Vaughn, who was on Kawasaki's new item improvement group from 1974-76, he stated, "I wouldn't call it retro. It just resembles a cruiser once more. They were beginning to look like creepy crawlies for some time there. Furthermore, it's valid. What makes this retro? The clean funnels, complement line between the tank and the seat, and a fog light that doesn't seem as though it may transform into a Decepticon? Perhaps this move to more exemplary styling is simply current plan cycling back to more negligible patterns. Regardless of whether new riders will see pertinence in the 70s legacy of this model doesn't make a difference since they'll see an extraordinary-looking bike in any case. I can without much of a stretch say the Z900RS is a standout amongst other looking bicycles of the year. From an execution viewpoint, the somewhat casual controlling geometry keeps up depth taking care of while better suiting the less forceful nature of this model, and the brakes are smooth and powerful. The ergonomics are agreeable and all the little stylish subtle elements are well thoroughly considered. Modifying the motor for more oomph in the low to mid-range bodes well for this model too, however the fouled-up throttling makes it difficult to appreciate. The objective of a more cheerful ride is missed as the unexpected throttle makes the bicycle beat awkwardly through the turns. Adjusting fuel mapping would be a really simple reseller's exchange settled, however it should be ideal from the processing plant, and it would change the whole feel of this machine. The outline is classy with an incredible mix of current and retro, yet it's difficult to legitimize less power with less successful conveyance for $2,600 more. I was truly trusting this would be the bicycle to get that ideal mix of outline and execution. Despite everything, it has a shot if Kawasaki resolves those wrinkles and fillings.